let's see here. I think it's working right now. Amber, how are you? Happy New Year's. Hey Maurice, long time. It has been a long time. It's been about 2 weeks, give or take. Sorry guys, been a little bit busy, but I thought I'd come in today and see how you guys doing. Happy New Year, Maurice. Happy New Year's to you guys as well too. Hey, we do have somebody who's having too much fun on this on the chat. If you don't leave, you know I'm gonna end up getting you banned. I definitely do. You know, you always got the odd people. They're just having too much fun, I think. Hey Kelly, Happy New Year's as well. Same to you. I hope you guys had a nice good start. Let's put it that way. So we're just fixing the camera a bit. Thank you for the video on glaucoma. Things seems better. That's excellent. I'm glad that everything is working. Happy New Year to all of you. I know there is some comments being filtered, so if you guys trying to ask something, probably you might have to retype it again. Hey Jandra, how are you? Happy New Year's. January 2nd is my birthday. Nice. Well, happy upcoming birthday. When is that? That's gonna be tomorrow then. It's gonna be tomorrow. That's awesome. Hey Maurice, when do you come live? Usually I've been trying to come live around this time, but I haven't been doing lives for almost a week and a half now. Almost 2 weeks, just back and forth, trying to actually have a specific timing. So hopefully in this year here, I'll have like a schedule set for you guys. So it'll be much easier, which is good. I'm in Canada right now. When you drop in the code. The code for which? If you want to remind me, because there's been a lot of things going on. Happy New Year, same to you guys. I don't know why the camera keeps going in and out. Oh, for the Substack. Send me a direct message. Maybe you can do like an early one. Hey Chris, Happy New Year's. After lifting workout, I feel like I'm in a flight or fight. Strange feeling like coffee overdose. Take some d-ribose and creatine, so it helps you recover much faster. So that would actually be ideal to actually get started on. I'm getting my haircut at noon, eating some duck soup I made yesterday. Cheers to that. That sounds delicious. I actually had some lamb soup today, which was good as well. Pulmonary artery hypertension, what can I do? Amber, we probably need to talk just so we can actually look into that a little bit more in details, or maybe sign up to my community. I definitely encourage you guys to sign up to the Substack community that I just launched a couple days ago. I think that would be great. There's a free section and there's a paid section. Definitely there'll be a lot more things being published as we speak. Walking Moments, what's going on? Miss Cosmo, how are you? Is it required to take vitamin A supplement for food or food alone can provide that? You can get, if you eat organs, you can get plenty of vitamin A. If you don't, then it would be ideal to actually get some vitamin A to your diet. FYI, d-ribose 7.5 grams a day for 3 months straight, no benefits. Depends in what way you're taking it and where you're taking it with. And depends on the if you're taking the d-ribose that is actually the patent design one by bioenergy or not. Make sure if you're gonna be taking the vitamin B12, make sure it is a methylcobalamin version. Happy January 1st, handsome. Hey, Happy New Year, same to you. Organic organs hard to find. Doesn't have to be organic. Doesn't have to be organic. Could be grass fed if possible. If not, it's fine. What's better, astaxanthin or zeaxanthin? It depends what you're using it for. If you're gonna use it for the eyes, zeaxanthin is really good. Actually, they both work amazing. Happy New Year, Maurice, to you and Duke. Same to you, Miss Cosmo. Happy New Year's. I just took NutriCost. Which brand do you recommend? NutriCost is like the worst kind ever you can get. If you actually ever check their certificate of analysis, it's one of the worst form. Yeah, for d-ribose, it does have to have the patent designed by bioenergy. If it doesn't have that, I would never touch it. I would never touch that stuff if it's not done by bioenergy, because bioenergy are the original creators of d-ribose. And there was another 4 companies were launched that are actually copying the same ingredients, but they couldn't come to the same conclusion. And some of them are actually using like pure sugar, and that's why you get no benefits from it. So look for when you look at the ingredients in the back of the d-ribose, it has to actually say bioenergy on it. And that's why the price almost doubles. NutriCost is like one of the cheapest company ever. I would never recommend any of their products. Happy New Year, Yeru. How are you? Since early December, my blood pressure has been going up and it's taken more and more to keep around 120/75. I've gone from 25 milligram losartan to 37 and now 100. Not sure what is going on. Maybe you should book a time and we can talk. We can do some blood work and find out exactly what is causing it. Your medication are not going to fix the issue. Your medication is just going to try to reduce the symptom, but you're not going to go after the root cause. So I would highly recommend you booking a time with me, then we can actually have a discussion. What's the best remedy for headache due to sinus problems? My eyes hurt, my head hurt. Drink some coffee for the headache and take some magnesium. That works really good. I am vitamin B12, good one. NutriCost supplements are no good. NutriCost supplements are the worst supplements out there. I don't like their products. They're not very clean. If you guys ever check their certificate of analysis, it's like the lowest grade level. So they make some okay products, but not all their products are good. And the only reason people are actually going for them because price-wise are very decent, but quality-wise, it's not there. Now supplements are not bad. They do have some good line, and they do use certain companies that actually are patent design. So yes, they would be a better form. Happy New Year, Mary. Hey, Skipman, Happy New Year's. Questions. Dr. Glidden promotes longevity supplements. Do you like them? Which ones? Here, let me see if I can pull them up. Dr. Glidden longevity supplements. Let me see if I can get them just to see what they kind. What's the company under? So Dr. Peter Glidden. Is that the one you're talking about, Skipman? The MD Emperor has no clothes. Doctor, let's see. Does he have a website? Which company supplements are good? Longevity 2.5. Let me see here. Dr. Glidden, Longevity 2.5. Happy New Year, Sahar. Do you know his website by any chance? Because the one I got here, let's see. Is it his own website or is it just some influencer trying to actually sell a product? because there's a lot of bullshit influencers out there that actually they're putting other people's names on it through AI, and they're trying to sell certain products. Tony, Happy New Year. Same to you. I hope you had a great time with the family. Any Cavadex results from patients? Not yet. I'm waiting for some more results. Tangy flavor? Is that tangy flavor or something? Um, Skipman, what's the website that you're looking at? Is it Tangerine 2.0? There is no product coming up under Dr. Glidden. D-ribose is actually really good for fatigue or any type of body pain as well too. It's one of my favorite product. Dr. Glidden promotes 90 essential nutrients. Skipman, what's the website? Do you know of a website where he's promoting it? Because if I'm just gonna search online, it's probably not gonna come out here. You sure he's the one who's making it, not like a third-party company? That they're actually using his name on it? You take lion's mane, turkey tail. I take it through my mushroom coffee. Yes, I do have the link for the mushroom coffee that I take within my website. D-ribose, dosage D-ribose. Make sure you either get bioenergy or you can buy it directly from me, because I bring it directly from bioenergy, from the manufacturer directly. Or if you're just gonna buy a small amount from iHerb or any other places, make sure you look in the ingredients and it should say bioenergy as a patent design for D-ribose. Good, I know him. He's Minnesotan. Dr. Glidden, he is a naturopathic. He is a naturopathic, yes. Can you speak about mitochondria, please, and how we can keep it healthy? Your stat for your mitochondria, D-ribose, creatine, and you can use PQQ if you want. Okay, I'm gonna look for it again, Skipman. So longevity, Tangerine 2.0. Okay, so it's coming up here on Amazon. And who makes this product? And it has like the worst ingredients just by looking off of it. A lot of the synthetic stuff, from your riboflavin to your folic acid, your magnesium oxide. So it does have a lot of these synthetic forms. If Dr. Glidden is taking it, to be honest with you, he's been an idiot. If he's so called a naturopathic doctor that he knows his products, and he's taking this product that you're mentioning, Skipman, then he's not really thinking correctly, because a lot of this stuff is synthetic just by looking at it. So I'm not sure if it is made by him or not. If he's taking it, he's just maybe taking it to get some extra supplements, but the ingredients are terrible. So we got some natural sweet branch and liner chain cellular energy concentrate. You got some brown rice, you got citric acid, you got organic rice bran, you got nature and natural flavor, which is a hidden word for MSG. You got a lot of this stuff, a lot of the vitamins are synthetic here. Nothing about it is looks very clean. What do you think of Floradix as a general well-being boost? Floradix is probably one of the oldest company that I know. It's liquid, it comes in a glass, and they're a well-known company for probably I've known them since like 2002. If that's the one you're asking about, Miss Cosmo. And I think they do like an iron drink and the other things as well too. Skipman, I would never really take that product to be honest with you. Some stuff is okay, but some stuff is synthetic. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Miss Cosmo, the Floradix is probably one of the best ones out there. We used to actually sell it here locally lots and a lot of good feedback. A lot of good feedback from consumers. What's going around? Everyone is sick with virus that lasts 2 weeks, then needed two antibiotics. You don't need any of that crap. All you have to do is just take some NAC, 2400 milligrams every 4 hours, 3 days on, 2 days off. You'll fire off any flu you have. If you're gonna take some zinc, take zinc with cayenne because zinc does require a driver to actually allow it to go into the cells. It's very simple, and you can fix the issue within about 3 days. Hi, Happy New Year. How are you, Maurice? I'm doing good, studying. How you been? Happy New Year's to you too as well. Bum, bum, bum. Happy 2025. In a video about d-ribose, it was mentioned that it shall trigger dementia. I'm taking d-ribose and my power during weight exercise. Dementia only if you're taking in the upper 15 to 20 grams and you're overloaded, then you actually throw your some of your enzymes off the chart. Can you repeat the NAC flu regime? 2400 milligrams every 4 hours, 3 days on, 2 days off. I take, because we take a lot of high amount of NAC, go on my website. I do have the link from iHerb for the one I take. So I buy it in powder. So I don't take the capsules. So I take it in powder as pure form of NAC. And I only use it for emergency purposes. I'm taking Nutricos NMN. I'm ordering your NMN. Yeah, the Nutricos, I don't like their quality is very low end. What's the neck for, please? The NAC, NAC, and acetyl-L-cysteine. It removes a lot of the mucus from the body, especially around this season when you start to get sick. Guys, do me a favor. I need all of you guys to go and sign up for my community with the private community because there's going to be two sections. Every day I've been posting a lot of good information there other than TikTok right now. A lot of written articles. I'm publishing one every single day and I'm going to have some benefits for a lot of the members. But you guys should definitely go check it out. If you go to my profile bio and go down to private community, do me a favor, guys, and do sign up. What do you take with zinc again? You can take, you need a driver. You need a driver to actually take, to get zinc into your cells correctly. One of the drivers could be cayenne, for example. Is TikTok definitely being banned in the USA? Well, we don't know that for sure. We don't know that for sure. Most likely, it will not. But if you guys join my private community, read through Substack, and there is, when you go there, there are gonna be two options, one for free member, one for paid. I definitely highly encourage you guys to stay a free member for now till I upload a lot of my valuable information because I'm gonna be uploading almost about 465 podcasts, all gonna be private, other than the free membership section. You guys definitely check it out because we're gonna have an option where we can actually interact and possibly have people share ideas as well too. And I think it'll be great. Best supplement to deal with scaria pain, been suffering for 7 months. Get some magnesium spray and start taking some magnesium glycinate because your body is going into too much of a contraction and not enough relaxation. So you need to allow your body to go into relaxation. What's your opinion on retatrutide? It's mostly to help with regulation of your blood sugar levels. I haven't really looked into it much, but I can definitely do some research into it. But I know it's in regards to blood sugar levels to actually help with weight loss. It depends if that's what you're aiming for, Rover, or not. Went on your Substack and it's awesome. Goes in. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate that. How can I raise my HDL levels? Do HIIT training and maybe take some niacin even. You can increase your HDL instantly. CT calcium score done. CT coronary angiogram tomorrow. Getting vitamin deficiency test done soon. Excellent. Definitely would love to look up the results and the reports that you're gonna get. I got Campriv magnesium bisglycinate 400 milligrams. Also haven't taken it in a while. How much should I take? 400 milligrams every 4 hours. Do you test as me copper daily? Do you what? TSS? Do you take copper daily? I get copper from copper water, copper cups. So I have a copper cup. So every 1 liter I get 2 milligrams. Would you like to call you once I have the result? 100%, definitely. Yeah, send me the reports. We can definitely have a meeting and we can discuss it all in details. Would be great. And hopefully, the testing comes up, negative on some of the bad things, hopefully. I'm giving my dad B12, liposomal, and XAN. I add the zinc as well or separate. You can actually take them. You can take them together. It doesn't matter. Can you speak about red light therapy? What would you like to know about the red light therapy? When I'm gonna do a video on YouTube probably this Friday talking about the red light therapy, but not just the red light therapy because there's the near and far infrared. There's two different frequencies, and there's the laser red light therapy as well too. And there's a green, there's a yellow, there's a white, and there's a blue. So these colorations will actually reflect differently on your arterial system or your system, whether you're trying to repair or increase collagen production, or whether you're trying to actually increase blood flow as well. How's Duke? Hey Richard, how are you? Happy New Year's. Duke is doing excellent. He's just downstairs sleeping. Why are LED bulbs sold? Isn't LED bulb bad? No, it's not bad because you're using them for healing purposes. You're not actually staring at them all day long. And you're actually using them for a 6-minute window or a 10-minute window to actually stimulate certain production, or stimulate collagen, or stimulate your blood flow, or stimulate oxygen. So there's nothing wrong with them. I have them here, like the current ones I have. Like these are my red light therapy. These are laser red light therapy that I use from the company Move. I have it on my website as well, but these are a little bit expensive. But I have lots of them, and I have another one here that I actually use. There's my other LED red light that I use as well. So there's a lot of different kind, and right now I'm getting something new as a prototype. We're gonna test out, and it's supposed to be to actually stimulate oxygen and stimulate specific flow on the arteries as well too, through your wrist. Happy New Year's, Maurice. Hope you had a great year. So far so good. Happy New Year's to you. Same to you. I'm new here. What are they used for? They could be used for healing. They could be used for collagen production. They could be used to stimulate specific injury. There's a lot of things you can definitely use for any positive effect you've had with the red lights. So for the pain, so when I get pain in my elbows and my knees, I actually use them, and the pain is pretty much is gone by next day. But right now I'm actually doing testing where I actually put it on my carotid arteries. I haven't got a ultrasound to see if it's actually doing any good or not, but I will be getting one soon. And this way we can see the effect if they actually do work. Keep in mind, this is almost like a long term. And I have another one right now because I was losing hair a little bit here. So I'm gonna start using one on my head as well for at least 3 months to see if it actually stimulates new follicles or new growth by stimulating the follicles to actually increase the oxygen flow. So I'll be doing a lot of that testing here in the next couple of months, and I can give you guys like a better answer, more of a positive answer, hopefully. I eat 2 cans when I eat it. I eat 8 cans a week. 8 cans of what? And it's tuna great to eat? I've heard people saying that it's bad. So think about it. Tuna, high in mercury, cooked in a tin and in a can, and the can has heavy metals. What do you think? I would actually stay away from that stuff. Yes, you're getting probably good quality, okay, protein, but overall, I would say no to it. Is my question above visible? Let me browse back up again. Maybe I missed it, or maybe there's no question. So the last thing I see from you, Miss Cosmo, is okay, will do. And that's the only thing I see from you. So unless maybe your question was blocked. I'm curious about the arterial effects of red light therapy. So the one I'm getting, there is gonna be a prototype that I'm actually working with a Japanese company. They're actually making it for me. So I'm gonna actually get it in the next probably 3 or 4 weeks. And it goes on my wrist and actually stimulates 11 different LEDs with different spectrum. They're actually supposed to shoot a specific frequency down to your arterial system through your wrist, and it goes down. Now, whether that's gonna work or not, I don't know, but we'll see what happens. It might be beneficial for possible blood pressure individuals, but I'll be sharing a lot of that information on my community. What is quercetin good for? Think of it as an antioxidant, as a polyphenol to support your arterial flexibility and prevents your OXLDL, which is your oxidized cholesterol. If you're above 60, it is ideal to actually take it. How much niacin to take to raise HDL? I would start with 500 milligrams. What is it about pregnancy that puts autoimmune in remission? The only reason is because a lot of the energy is going towards the newborn, right? So that's why we end up kind of going into that remission again. So it's all about energy. So that means your body does not have enough energy to support everything. My acupuncturist said he can tell I'm having kidney problems the first visit. How does he know that? Usually, sometimes they can tell from the eyes. I'm lasering infrared my knee now. Perfect. Tuna has B vitamins, phosphorus, selenium, omega 3, and vitamin D. Yeah, but not in a can. Works fantastic. Did you have a pre-carotid ultrasound? Yes, I did have one almost about 3, 4 years ago. What is the name of the supplement you're giving Duke to help fight cancer? Um, you mean one of the products that I was giving him is taurine. Taurine is a heavy detoxifier. Glucosamine, chondroitin with MSM, good for arthritis pain. It's okay. It works okay. Not the best. It needs borax with it. Best food to recover from a December drinking, selenium. Best food is fasting. I've done a 24 and I did a 36-hour fasting already. How do I know if you're having kidney problems? If you're urinating, if it's burning, if you're getting lower back pain, if you're getting tightness in your chest, it's all related to your kidneys. I accidentally got the non-flush version of niacin slow release. Any point taking it? Not really, no. It's just good for your metabolism, but that's about it. It had a longer name. I can't remember the name. Are we talking about fenbendazole or ivermectin or I spoke about it before? Let me see. Let me see my cheat sheet if I have it there. I don't think I have it on my cheat sheet, maybe. I do take a zinc supplement, but the zinc supplement I take is a Canadian company. Maybe it's ivermectin and stuff. Thanks, yeah, tightness in chest is inflammation. Which B12 to get from iHerb Leaf? Just make sure you're looking for methylcobalamin. What makes gallstones? Cholesterol, and you don't have enough taurine to actually break it down. What is your answer for unequal pupils? Ooh, I would check your LP small a. That's a sign sometimes of a possible stroke. What are the best approach to reduce high LDL cholesterol other than statin? Does diet change or fasting helps? Why do you want to reduce your LDL levels? LDL has nothing to do with issues in the body. You need taurine to break down gallstones. You do. And and folic acid good for pregnant women. If not, what other supplements? Make sure it's not folic acid. Folic acid is synthetic. You have to get methylfolate. Three things for an acupuncturist to work on during a visit. What do you mean three things for an acupuncturist to work on for a visit? Your lymphatic system would be ideal. What causes the gallbladder to thicken? Because what happens is if you're not eating fats to stimulate the bile, you end up hardening in time, and sometimes lack of taurine. Thoughts on emu oil support for emu oil supplement for omega-3 in place of fish oil due to allergies. I wouldn't, emu oil does not contain omega-3s. I would actually do krill oil. Niacinamide. What about niacinamide? What's good for women to firm her face? Do face massage work? Probably infrared. That would be the because you need to increase oxygen. What do you call it? You need to increase oxygen and collagen production. So what actually strengthen your capillaries, your skin, and everything is vitamin C. But if you're not getting enough collagen, then vitamin C does not work as good. That's why infrared actually will stimulate because it actually goes a little bit in depth inside the skin. What would a person to take for this unequal pupil problem? How many days has it been? Has it been or just happened? What brand do I buy infrared mask? I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it. There's lots out there, and some of them are very expensive. It depends whether you want to spend a couple hundred or a couple $1,000s. They're not cheap at all. They're not cheap at all. Are Brazil nuts good for selenium? Yeah, you don't need that much either. Couple a day would be ideal. VAR, you have to take some malate. Malate so you can vasodilate your duct. Give me a second, guys. I just gotta respond to this message very quickly. One minute, guys. Do I know the name from AliExpress? I don't. Like I said, I have not tried any Dana. So you might have to actually reach out to some companies, probably from AliExpress, and order one and try it out. So what would a person to take for supplementation? What I would actually do is take anything to actually increase your mitochondria effect. So if there is anything going on with the eyes or anything's off Randolph, you need the energy to actually help. So I would take d-ribose, I would take PQQ, and I would take acetyl L-carnitine. These would be like, because what happened is now you're supporting your mitochondria, and your acetyl L-carnitine is supporting your nerve as well too. Now some people they like to actually add anything to kind of thin out the blood just in case. So you can always add, let's say, ginger or garlic or even cayenne, for example, and that would be ideal. To reduce vomiting, the only thing you can do is pretty much fast and increase your acidity levels in the gut. My previous message did not show up. If all my RBC minerals are optimal, could fixing any vitamin D solve palpitations? Well, what do you mean they're all good? Your RBC magnesium by itself has to be minimum 6 milligrams per deciliter. Then, and your vitamin D should be at least 80 nanograms per milliliter. NAC, 2400 milligrams every 4 hours. That would be ideal. Best way to reduce liver fat. So whenever you have liver fat, keep in mind, that's not gonna happen within usually average liver issue, depends how bad it is. It can take roughly up to 3 years to reverse it. Now, to reduce liver fat, like some of my favorite would be berberine, NAC, and alpha lipoic acid. These would be like the top three. Now, if you do want some advanced supplement, then it would be more like a glutathione or phosphatidylcholine. These would be like more of on the advanced form of it. But no matter what, you still have to kind of watch of how much simple carbs you're taking and how much your body can handle in regards to fasting. Well, fasting is good because it is going to put you into the insulin sensitivity level. After having vitamin D, K2, I get constipated. Why? I take magnesium malate with it. You need magnesium citrate. NAC for farm, thank you, 2400 milligrams. Make sure it is a supplement you're getting, not from the pharmaceuticals. Yeah, it is safe for everybody to take. You just have to cycle the berberine. I end up in the hospital with blood pressure 213 over 110. Now I'm on blood thinners. Should I nitrates? Oh, 100%. Nitrate, at least you're gonna vasodilate your arteries until you fix your root cause. Thoughts on methylene blue? Wow, I get that question asked a lot. So, um, it is in a way good for cognitive enhancement or like say improved memory. I use other products than methylene blue. I use a lot of natural amino acid and they work fine. But methylene blue does actually has multiple effects, right? So it does have good effect for your mitochondria by increasing your ATP levels. It does actually help with the cognitive and the memory part of it. It does actually support neural connectivity, so similar like nitrate and nicotine. So it's almost like you're combining multiple products into a single product. Now, the thing is, when you take it, be most of the time people do it wrong where they don't really cycle, and you should definitely cycle 5 days on, 2 days off, or 3 weeks on, 1 week off, and then you can repeat the cycle. And it is good to actually start with like the lowest dose. So dosing, if you're using it as a starter, would take roughly about 0.5 milligrams per kilogram of body weight, and kind of work your way up from there. If you want to do it as a therapeutic dose for specific issues, then you can go as high as 1 or 2 milligrams. That's usually how I would recommend taking the methylene blue. Does it have side effects? Well, everything has side effects, so that's why you have to kind of monitor things. And keep in mind, a lot of the side effects, if they do occur, once you get off of it or once you cycle correctly, then you're not going to notice some of these side effects. But most importantly, you're going to end up noticing changes in urine coloration, and you just have to be hydrated. And when I say hydrated, just make sure you're taking like mineralized water with it, not just drinking straight water. Is there any way to reverse Peyronie's without surgery? I'm not sure. I'll have to look into that for you. Maybe send me a direct message. I can look it up for you. I get itchy leg finger at night due, I guess, to the diabetes. Anything to relieve? The only thing is you just gotta make sure that's not causing any harm to the nerves. So I would actually just take some vitamin B1 just in case. Is the heart sound recorded good to identify vitamin needs? Is the heart sound recorder good to identify vitamin needs? I don't think so. How can you predict what vitamin you require? And how do they do it? I haven't come across anything as such. Any connection with vitamin D and constipation? Not really, no. Any way to correct left bundle branch block? Yeah, 100% Sheila. Book a time with me. We can talk about it in specific. How can I improve liver function? NAC, alpha lipoic acid, fasting. Switch all your carbohydrates from possible first or second meal to only last meal of the day. Premenopausal supplements, maca. Hello Amina, how are you? Is trace minerals equal to milligram chloride? Trace minerals has it, but it has very small amount, not as high as Aussie trace minerals. So the one I have on my website is by Aussie Trace Minerals. It does have a lot more in it, actually. You get roughly about 200 milligrams per dose. And it does have all the electrolytes that you require. I have the vitamin B1 that I currently use on the website, Jandra. Check it out. It is a capsule form. It's about 500 milligrams. You need to take it at least twice a day. Does cheese and saturated fats raise cholesterol? 100% they do, yes. But it doesn't cause any harm. Is it expensive to ship to... What is expensive? Shipping for what product? I don't ship any products. Anything that I actually take, I take it directly from iHerb myself. How to reduce triglyceride ASAP? Well, it depends how high it is. You can download some of my ebooks. I'll actually teach you how you can actually fix some of these things. Or join my community as well too. We can share some of the information there. Any particular vitamin B? Thanks. Peptide 185. What would you like to know about peptide 185? It's a claim on muscle activation and muscle increase, but I haven't really tested it myself. Can't really give you my I can't really give you my full benefit, my full kind of experience yet because I haven't had a chance to try it out. I've reached out to the company before to actually get some information. But keep in mind, I do use leucine. Now, what makes this one a little bit different is supposed to actually absorb a little bit different in the body compared to the regular one. But keep in mind, out of the branched chain amino acid, leucine, isoleucine, and valine, leucine works. It's what actually technically works the best. And you can't really buy the D-leucine. I think that's what it's called, di-leucine or something like that. If you tried it, let me know. But I do take leucine, so if I try it, I might not maybe feel the difference as much. What can help with night sweats? Should I cook my eggs in grass-fed butter or ghee? Yeah, butter, ghee, beef tallow, any type of animal fats. Enjoy it, 100%. Keep it as much bioavailable as possible. Have dry mouth, constantly have to sip water, please help. How's your kidneys and livers? And I don't know what kind of water you're drinking. If your water is not mineralized correctly, you're always going to be thirsty. I'm not a huge fan of butter, Skipman, just to kind of let you know, because it does contain some dairy and you can actually oxidize it. So ghee is good, but beef tallow is better. Uh, it is high at 2.55. Technically, we're always looking for a good ratio between your triglyceride and HDL below 1, and your triglyceride is way too high. It doesn't mean you take a magic pill and suddenly you drop your triglyceride. It's your diet. If you're not willing to fix your diet, the supplements can only work so much. How to reverse BS issues. There's a lot of good products out there. It's just sometimes, it would be nice if I can get my hands on most of them, then it would be nice to actually be able to test a lot of this stuff. No dairy at all except cheese you eat. Correct. That's all I eat is just a cheese pretty much. I would only make my own kefir only if I can get like some raw milk, which is I'm not able to in Canada because it's still illegal for the past 20 freaking some years. I feel bloated and gas when I eat avocado because you're not digesting it. Your body's not producing enough lipase and amylase and other enzymes to actually break them apart. So taking some digestive enzymes would be ideal. You mentioned in a video on boosting nitric oxide protocol using 1000 milligrams nitrate and 250 milligrams arugula. And or you can either take the nitrate supplement or you can actually consume arugula. If you're not able to consume arugula on a continuous basis, then definitely take the nitrate supplement. Nitrate supplement is going to actually give you a lot higher of a boost as well, that's what I use myself. How do you get your cuts of their meats? I get everything either ground or I get them all into roasts. And that's what I do. That's the best and cheapest way. Meat is meat at the end of the day. I don't care about the steaks much. I kind of care about, getting the good quality. You mean 250 milligrams arugula instead of, no. 250 grams of arugula. If you're going to actually be eating the arugula itself, like the green arugula, you need 250 grams to give you 500 milligrams of nitrate. But if you're not able to grow your own, then definitely stick with getting the supplement. I have the supplement on my website for the one I currently use. I've probably been using it close to about 10 years now. Because every 250 grams of arugula will actually give you 500 milligrams of nitrate. My stomach always bloated after eating beans and some veggies. Well, we're not supposed to be eating veggies and beans at all. These foods are not bioavailable for us. Good evening, Happy New Year. I've missed watching you. Hey Brandy, how are you? Happy New Year, same to you. Will benfotiamine be better for itching? No, I would actually go with the vitamin B1. The benfotiamine is more of a synthetic and fat soluble. Hope you had a good Christmas. Yeah, it was not bad. Spent it mostly with the family, and it was not bad. It's just, of course, everything goes by quick. Now back to work 100%. I'll have to come and see you guys now, so spend some time with you guys. What's vitamin B1 mainly? Vitamin B1 is actually, it removes calcifications from the arteries, but at the same time, it actually helps with the nerves. If you're having like nerve pain in your feet or anything like that, it's definitely gonna help. How to reduce bloatness after food? It's your diet. Like no matter what, we're going around to actually try to actually fix certain things, but your body is struggling for enzymes and struggling for hydrochloric acid. You probably overstimulated your pancreas so much that you're not able to actually digest foods correctly, and you're not eating what is mostly bioavailable for the body. Probably best to kind of book a time. We can sit down and talk about it and kind of have you set up on a protocol to follow. But you will probably end up taking at least a couple supplements until you fix everything up. Happy New Year's. Do you recommend boron for bone on bone knee? Oh yeah, I recommend borax, not boron. Boron is too expensive. Borax, and they actually derive from borax. Just take 1/8 of a teaspoon. What is it, 1/8 of a teaspoon? Will give you about 32 milligrams of boron. Restless leg syndrome, magnesium glycinate. I have all that in my ebooks as well too, guys. Definitely check out the ebooks. Definitely, guys, if you guys get a chance to join my private community, would be great, because I'll be able to respond a lot more to you guys. You can comment on some of the videos and the articles. We can actually have more people join in as well. Would be excellent if you could. How to make our heart stronger like a horse. Like I said, book a time with me, Faisal. We can talk about all that stuff. It's not Discord. It's through Substack that I signed up with. And so I'm posting my articles every single day. I'm gonna have a membership section as well too, because I'm gonna be sharing a lot of valuable information as well too. Some blood testing and everything in details, and certain protocols, quite a bit of protocols, whether it's cancer or whether it's MTHFR, gene mutations. A lot of these protocols, I'm gonna mention them as well too. Which brand of magnesium glycinate? Just make sure you get magnesium glycinate in powder form, because you're going to be using lots of it. The one I take is a Canadian company. Is different than the USA one. What would you recommend to those with low heart rate? Well, we have to check your vitamin, your magnesium levels to see why is it too low. B1 supplement helps reduce edema. Edema is usually something to do with your kidneys. What milligram chloride brand would you advise? The one I currently take, I have it on my website. It goes under the name of Aussie Trace Minerals, and I take about 200 milligrams every 3 hours. Oh, genetic low heart rate. Okay, we need to do some testing. If you do want to increase it, like if you feel like you're mellow all the time because your heart rate is beating very, very slow, we need to check your ejection fraction. We can actually increase your ejection fraction. I'm on bisoprolol 2.5. My heartbeat is around 65 after I woke up. Firm sleep, is it okay? It's not bad, but you're not medically deficient. You're taking that medication to control your blood pressure. Magnesium bisglycinate, yes. Is liposomal coenzyme Q10 better than ubiquinol Kinika? Yes, it is. You're going to get much higher absorbable level. Did you see acetyl L-carnitine d-ribose? I did, yes. And PQQ. Very expensive supplement, but it is worth it. Which brand of taurine do you recommend? I take the one by Canpriv. Pure taurine powder. What can you recommend for osteoporosis? My DEXA scan is 4.5. Osteoporosis, I have it on my. I'll tell you what. If you sign up to my community, we can share some information there for you. But borax is one of the major deficiency in the body, which is boron and magnesium. Best to take magnesium bisglycinate at night. Yes, it does help you sleep, but certain individuals, they do need it during the daytime if they have other issues as well. If they're not able to get enough magnesium ionic chloride. Thoughts on B50? B50, what the hell is B50? I haven't heard of that. B50, is that a supplement? B50. Are you talking like B complex 50, which is 50 milligram, or there's actually a B50? I never heard of B50 before, unless it's just a B complex that contains 50 milligrams. I'm taking magnesium glycinate with alpha lipoic acid, B1, B6, and B12. What's the reason behind that? So magnesium glycinate helps you relax. Alpha lipoic acid is good for the liver, but you're taking the wrong one. You're taking the synthetic form. B1 is good, depends on the milligrams you're taking, is good for the nerves and it's good to actually help with the arterial system. B6, if it's a P5P, it will actually help absorb more magnesium into your cells. B12, whether you need it or not, it depends whether you're a meat eater or not. If you're a meat eater, then you're wasting money on a B12. Can supplement fix bone bruising, edema from knee osteoarthritis? Possibly, but keep in mind it took years to develop. It could take years to actually reverse, and sometimes you might need the help of peptides. B50 is a complex with B1, B6, B12. Yeah, okay, so you're talking about a vitamin. The only reason they call it B50, it is a B complex, but they actually consist of 50 milligrams. And most of the time, whenever they sell stuff like that, is mostly synthetic. It's not like inaccurate. So if I pull up, like, say, B50 by, let's say now, they're using synthetic B6, they're using the wrong B12, which is cyanocobalamin. They're using all the incorrect version of vitamin Bs. They're supposed to be in a methylated form. If there is a methylated B complex, then it is good. If it's not a methylated B complex, that is a waste of money. Have taken a B52 before. A B52. I'm trying to remember what's the alcohol mix in it. It's been years and years. You guys are confusing me now between supplements and some alcohol shots. Alpha lipoic acid is synthetic. Yeah, it is. Unless it says R hyphen alpha lipoic acid. It has to have the R form in it. It's more bioavailable. Yeah, don't forget to send me the d-ribose payment link. I will, Jandra, probably tomorrow because everything is back to business as of tomorrow. So I'll send you the link and I'll go out and ship it out for you. No problem. Oh shit, I forgot to take my vitamin B1. Give me a second, guys. I'm almost over with my niacin. I take my niacin and vitamin B1 together. Is there a natural way to get estrogen? Why do you want to get estrogen? Do you have too much of it or you don't have enough of it? Is it okay to just do carnivore forever? It seems to be working for me the last 7 months. Hey, I've been on carnivore for 10 years. I would never change. So 7 months, hey, continue going at it. Runs off to get his B1. Yeah, I just took my vitamin B1 and niacin. No water. You guys reminded me because I forgot. Usually I take it during daytime. Not enough estrogen postmenopausal. You can actually increase your estrogen, you can start with calcium D-glucarate to make sure it balances it out. But sometimes if not enough, sometimes it's not the estrogen itself, it's more of your magnesium being deficient that is causing your estrogen to go out of whack. Is niacin contradicting with blood pressure medication? It has nothing to do with blood pressure medication. They won't conflict at all. Any advice on thyroid nodules? Yeah, there's lots. There's a protocol I can give you, but you have to connect with me or maybe go to my website, book a protocol, and I can do a full protocol for you to follow. And it will definitely help you. Which peptides fix bone bruising from knee arthritis would you take with vitamin D and boron? You take vitamin D, boron, K2, and I gotta check on it. I think it's called TB500. I can't remember the exact name. Are you guys going to my community to sign up? If you guys can go there, would be great. Even sign up as a free member. I'll be putting a lot of articles on a daily basis, and I think it's gonna give you guys a lot of answers to a lot of things. I posted the link. If you go to my profile bio, and it's gonna be probably like the third item is gonna say private community. If you go to my profile picture and you go to my website, you're gonna see it. It's gonna say private community, and if you go there, you can actually sign up. I just updated the name, so it's gonna say private community access. What's up with the red tinted glasses? Oh, I usually use these for if I'm working late on the computer, because what happened is your brain, you don't want it to actually stay awake, because what happened is blue lights from the computer screen and the light will put you into restless sleep. So by putting these on, I see everything red. So what happened is it gets rid of all the blue light. So therefore, when I'm done working from the computer, I'm still gonna go into deep sleep. So this way it kind of prevents your brain from actually being scattered at night and actually have what is called like a monkey brain, where your brain doesn't stop from overthinking stuff. What vitamin supplements can a 69-year-old man take to help with Parkinson's symptoms stage 1? You can start with MCT as a starter. Start with MCT, then once you actually start using the MCT correctly, then we can talk about other supplements. Start with 1/4 teaspoon for the first week, and after the first week, go to half. And after the second week, you can see if you can go to a full teaspoon. Because if you go too much MCT at a time, it can cause a soft stool effect. So you have to start slowly and mix it with like coffee, or mix it with like a green tea drinks, for example. So if you go to my profile picture, Nat, in the top, and under my picture there's a website. Once you click on my website, it's gonna take you to a list of certain items, and one of them is gonna say private community access. It's gonna be like a green logo. It is for my friend's father. Yeah, so he has to start like very slow. You can't just start like instantly with a high dose. Looking at your other videos, ADHD, I read more magnesium. You can add L-theanine as well too. Hey Maurice, Happy New Year's. Hey Gerd, how are you? Happy New Year, same to you. Could you repeat what you said about MCT intake? Sorry, I'm writing it down. So the first week start with only 1/4 teaspoon every single day. After the first week, then the second week you can increase to almost half a teaspoon. And maybe about 5 6 days after, then increase it up to a full teaspoon. But start kind of gradually, because if you take too much too quick, you're just gonna end up having a soft stool effect. So make sure just start very, very slow. I tried clicking on the website logo, but it's not connecting me. What are you clicking on? Just so I know. Like to go to my website, it's gonna take you to stan.store/ my full name. I'm gonna go to my TikTok account right now just to see. It should work. Unless maybe your phone is not allowing you to click, because once I click on my profile and I click on the website, it should take you to the website directly. And if you click on private community, what is the natural kitchen remedy for heartburn? Apple cider vinegar. It's all about increasing the acidity. How much to take the third week of MCT? Then you can go, a full teaspoon. And once he's used to a full teaspoon, then you can probably do it maybe twice a day and see how he feels like. Correct. If I may add, people with GERD take with a human protein, light and slow. It can cause bloating, probably. With the apple cider vinegar. I like the human protein. Yes, bloating for MCT. Oh yeah, what we're trying to do is with the MCT is kind of mixing it with like a coffee shot, for example. I know if you want to increase it, you can definitely mix it up with protein or other ingredients, but we're trying to kind of mix it with coffee or possibly green tea. Just make sure it is blended as well. And you guys can always add a human protein, like Gert said. Sorry, I'm just bugging you there, but it was kind of funny. Uh, yes, caffeine to be careful too for GERD. It does actually, the caffeine, we've noticed that it does increase the acidity, which is nice. If you can increase the acidity, it should actually subsidize the issue with the GERD. But again, every person kind of will feel different in the reaction. I saw that you had a few suggestions for pancreatic protocol. Should those recommendations help produce less insulin as type 2 diabetes? Just by a tiny bit, not much. Can you make protocol for autosomal optic nerve atrophy? I can do that. I can definitely do that, Matt, for sure. You just gotta send me a direct message so I remember. And I can probably shoot a video on that. I'm going to book a consult. How will I go about testing and deficiency with me in the US? I can send you all the links, or I can give you all the names that you need to kind of get and see if you can get them done locally. So MCT can be mixed in coffee or green tea. How about Moroccan mint tea? 100%. 100% you could. You can put it in a blender, at least a good 5 6 seconds, blend it in, and it'll be perfect. How many milligrams of taurine? You can take up to 9,000 milligrams, 3,000 per dose. Have red coffee reduces magnesium supplement effectiveness? Thus, of course it does. Anytime you drink caffeine, it freezes your intestines, so therefore any type of mineralization, let's say you're taking after, it's not going to be absorbed for at least 2.5 hours. So it's a good idea to take your magnesium before your coffee and take your magnesium again 4 hours after. Never during when you have coffee. Coffee will actually, it's not just the magnesium, it does the same thing for zinc, for calcium. And that's why sometimes people end up having a blood pressure issue because they end up flushing too much of their magnesium levels. Did you and Duke invite Justin to go skiing at your homestead in BC? We did. We did. And he actually showed up. It was amazing. It was amazing. We had a great time and everything. And this lady came up to him and told him to freaking leave BC. It was crazy. We definitely don't want him there at all. I can't wait till he freaking quits or leaves or what the hell. He's costing us too much money. So best to go to decaf? No, I never go to decaf because you should ask the company how they make their decaf. There's two options. They either make it with Swiss water or with chicken poop. So I would stay away from decaf. Is it okay to add collagen powder to hot coffee or tea? Yes, you could. You could. What is your opinion on detoxifying and cleansing parasites, heavy metals, and candida? Yeah, or you can take ivermectin. It's antiparasitic. I can actually kill off any parasites instead of taking some supplements and saying, hey, did the supplement work to kill off my parasites or no? And you can take some taurine to actually, because there is a heavy detoxifier and get rid of any heavy metals and other issues in your body. So there's easy ways of doing things, Lee. There's supplements, black walnut and other things, or you can do it the easy and fastest way. Can I get by with more coffee if it's instant? Instant is not bad if it's not making you urinate too much. What supplement will get rid of candida overgrowth? What to do with persistent cough? Take NAC, Andrea. You back in the city? I am back in the city, Janet. Yes. Around the holidays, we'll probably head back maybe around March, I think. Wow, thank you for the apple cider vinegar. Help my digestion and heartburn. That's awesome. How to take ivermectin. Join my community, Nat. I'll teach you guys how to take it. For heavy metals, humic and fulvic acid, yeah, they work okay. It's just it becomes very expensive and they don't really do their job as effective. I like taurine because taurine is a cheap amino acid, and the same thing is heavily used for detoxification. It's the first amino acid that the body tends to actually rely on. Is the issue with coffee the caffeine or the flushing with the urination? It's the malt toxin that actually causes the body to actually urinate too much. How can we get ivermectin? You can buy it. You can go to like some horse shops in Canada that they actually treat horses. I'd rather get it for them because keep in mind an average horse sells anywhere between million to couple $1 million, so they cannot mess around with their medications, right? So would be the best thing to actually get it. Pot shots? What do you mean pot shots? My questions above, missed it. Did I miss your question above? What was your question? I saw you had a few suggestions for pancreatic. Should those recommendations help reduce? No, it doesn't. You don't need it. It's fine. They're just good to actually help break down the food better. That's all it is. Pet shops. No, I don't think pet shops carries it. Pet shops do not carry that stuff because a lot of the stuff is actually like prescription from like the vets. But since we cannot get them from the vets, then we actually have to get them from horse supply places. Candida, I would actually think of it as you want something that is antifungal, right? So what is antifungal? You have caprylic acid, which is MCT oil. You have berberine is antifungal. You have oregano is antifungal. You have podarco is antifungal. So all these are antifungals to actually suppress or remove or kind of help with like candida over yeast and stuff. Small hardware stores carry ivermectin, probably in the USA. I don't know about in Canada. In Canada might be tough. In Canada, we're very limited. You can get ivermectin from a private seller on Amazon. There you go. I think you got your answer, Gozan. Maybe try on Amazon. Maybe you can get it. What does high hemoglobin mean on labs? Whether it's depends. It depends how high it is, but we have to check your liver enzymes, whether they're actually off balance or not. Can unsweetened dark chocolate be a healthy source of fat or any other nutrients? Not really. It actually is very high in oxalates. Chocolate does not have that much support. People say, well, it does have polyphenols, very, very small amount. People say that actually it releases nitric oxide, which is bullshit. It doesn't, not even by a scratch. You gotta take so much. You gotta take 420 grams of dark chocolate, 100% for you to actually activate nitric oxide. So it's almost like a waste of money. Don't spend your money on stuff like that. It is good to actually use it as a sweet or a flavor, but nothing to actually get some major benefit from it. This holiday season has been bad for me and carbs. Hey, join the team, Blaine. I only had one carb. I did it as a carb load, but I'm back 100%. Did a fast of 20 hours, did a fast of 36 hours. So we're all good. Now it's your turn to do like a 72-hour fast. You'll be back in no time. What's good for polyphenols? Polyphenols are actually good if you're getting about 2,000 milligrams of polyphenols to actually suppress soft plaque buildup. Well, like I said, dark chocolate is okay for specific things, but don't rely on it to fix things because the amount in it to actually give you the antioxidants or the polyphenols is so minuscule. Seriously, guys. So it's almost like you're gonna be wasting so much money and you're gonna be taking so much dark chocolate, but yet it's not really giving you any good benefit. I've been loving my coffee with butter and allulose. I haven't tried allulose yet. I can't get it here. I have to order some. But today, that's crazy. I had three mushroom cups of coffee and 2 cups so I had like 5 cups in total. It was insane. I couldn't stop because I didn't really want to eat and I was actually enjoying, it was like nice and cold, minus 17 degrees and I'm just sitting drinking 1 cup after the other. What's the side effect of too much polyphenols? Soft stool. I've gone as high as 4,000 milligrams with no side effects. Can you do 72-hour fast on water and coffee? Yeah, you could. Just make sure your water contains a lot of mineralization, and I do that lots. How can I increase my polyphenols levels? So think of polyphenols as every cup of coffee has 300 milligrams, every cup of green tea has about 200 milligrams, pomegranate. So all these things contain polyphenols, but sometimes we never hit close to 2000 milligrams a day. So that's why sometimes supplement is good only if you have like soft plaque or you're worried about your arterial system. Because polyphenols are actually good to actually feed your good bacteria, to actually prevent soft plaque. I have plaque and carotid artery. Fasting helps. Yeah, fasting helps by a small percentage. It's not gonna remove it completely. There's other things you have to do. Do you have mushroom coffee on your site? What you use? Yes, I do. I think I do. The one I currently use. The owner is locally within Calgary, where I am right now. So she sent me a gift of 2 bags. Which is nice of her, and I don't know if she's watching us right now. Hopefully she's having an amazing New Year's, and I do have it under supplements in gear, and if you browse down you're gonna see mushroom coffee. That's the one I take. You get like 5,000 milligrams of mushrooms with the coffee with it. That's the one I currently take. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. You should be vital. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. People don't like health stuff. Very small amount. Do you drink mineral water or add electrolytes? I actually, so the minerals I use, which is the Aussie Trace minerals that I have on my website, I put about 20 to 30 drops per cup of water. And I drink that every 4 hours. But between the 4 hours, if I am thirsty, I still put at least like 1 or 2 drops. I love health stuff. Have you released any books? I probably released more than 12 ebooks. And anybody that joined my community, I'm gonna actually offer them all the ebooks for free if they do sign up for the year. Trace minerals, yeah, it does. Well, it's magnesium Aussie trace minerals is called. It's one of the only one that is not heavily processed. Or it's not processed at all. Made a meatloaf today with pork rinds, some melted butter mixed in and topped with butter. The butter on top made a nice crust. Nice, a lot of butter, a lot of good fat. It sounds delicious, Blaine. I hope you had some, and Sarah and Marcy. You guys all had a good time. It sounds delicious. You gotta share the recipe. Maybe I don't know if I'm not really huge on pork rinds. I don't know. Never really liked them much for some reason. Is the mushroom coffee high in caffeine? Very small amount. Very small amount. That's why you can drink, multiple cups and still be okay. If I drink too much caffeine, it bugs my anxiety. No, it doesn't. And if you ever add L-theanine with your coffee, your anxiety will disappear and you'll be like, you'll be in a really good mood actually. Because L-theanine will actually increase your cognition while you're actually taking caffeine. My cholesterol is within normal range, but still my doctor prescribed cholesterol medication. Well, how else your doctor gonna make a couple dollars off you? Like they're like the best salespeople ever. You go to their office, they even if your cholesterol is good, they're still gonna feed you pharmaceuticals because they need to make money off you. The question is, do you need to take them? I cannot say yes or no to you, but from my experience, I would say hell no. I would never put any chemicals in my body. How much water is needed when using creatine? Stephen, even if you're using creatine, some people claim that they still get thirsty. As long as your water is hydrated correctly with proper minerals, you will still drink the same whether with or without creatine. What supplements are good to boost your mitochondria? D-ribose, creatine, PQQ. Can L-carnitine be taken together with taurine and magnesium ionic chloride? I would not take taurine with L-carnitine because they're two amino acids. Taurine works better on its own as a separate amino acid, but you can take taurine with magnesium, no problem. Crushed pork rinds make a great carnivore binder in meatloaf. I gotta try it. I gotta maybe get some and give it a shot. Yeah, this way maybe I don't really taste it or something. The thing is, it's very hard for me to get any good quality pork stuff here in Canada. How to reduce triglycerides and LDL cholesterol? The question is, why do you want to reduce them? You reduce them, then you're gonna have some cognitive issues. So keep that in mind. How about your thoughts on carnivore diet and any risk of proteinuria? So how about I tell you my answer? I've been on carnivore diet for 10 years. There is no such thing as proteinuria. The only reason you end up having protein leakage from your kidneys is because you're using processed proteins like whey and bullshit stuff that is actually heavily processed, not your like regular clean source of eggs and meat and cheeses and fish. Should men take probiotics for men? What's the difference? You can take probiotics. I don't really believe in probiotics. It's better if you can actually make your own like kefir. Maurice, any idea option for calcium and vitamin C intake that doesn't irritate SVCT? Is that for your any idea options for calcium and vitamin C intake? Why do you want to take calcium, if you don't mind me asking? Hi Maurice, any suggestion for hyperinsulinemia? Is it safe to take MGSU? What's MGSU? Would chicken be a good meat if raised at home? Yeah, 100% pasture raised, but keep in mind they're not dense nutrient as meat. Gut lining. So are you taking like DGL or are you taking like zinc carnosine at all to actually prevent any issues from vitamins causing an issue with the gut lining? Is it safe to take magnesium supplement, fat blood picture indicates magnesium levels within normal range? You probably got the wrong magnesium levels checked. It's problematic for people either IBS. It is because it is hard on the gut, but as long as you're taking DGL or zinc carnosine, it should actually protect your lining. Ruminant animals are best, I heard, 100%, and they taste good. If you were to start a healthy lifestyle, what's the first thing you do? If you were to start a healthy lifestyle, what's the first thing you do? Ask yourself, what is the most bioavailable for the human body? Slippery elm helps works as well too. What is the most bioavailable food for the human body? That's your answer. How old are studies that link LDL to cardiac problems? I don't think there's any good studies out there. What's the oldest one? I have to check again because I've been off that stuff for. I think LDL is just a bullshit number that people don't really realize still. Signed up for your private community. Thank you and happy new year. Thanks so much and happy new year. Same to you. Should any other B vitamins be taken along with niacin? I take vitamin B1 with niacin. Eggs and chia seeds are most bioavailable for me. Eggs, yes, 100%, but chia seeds are not. Sorry to kind of give you that. If you're just looking for extra fiber, that's all chia seeds does. It's not really giving you any essential oils if that's what you're thinking. Well, niacin, why niacin? Niacin is your best friends when it comes down to lipids. Thank you for sharing these health knowledge. Have a blessed new year. Same to you, Commander. Happy New Year's. Should any other B vitamins be taken along with niacin other than vitamin B1 and niacin? Just vitamin B1 and niacin. Is it going to deplete your other vitamins? B's? Maybe, only if you're actually taking a very high dose. Niacin flush, yes. Osteoporosis, sesame seed. I'm not big on seed oils. I think they're bullshit. Imagine you're taking seed oils to support something, but yet you're throwing your balance off for your omega-6 to your omega-3, causing more inflammation. You need the flush version. Do you believe they keep lowering the BPI blood? How else are they gonna make more money? My father-in-law was prescribed a statin and developed turbo ALS. 100%. They wanna give statins to everybody. Did you know when was it? I think was it 10 years ago or 12 years ago they were gonna actually have statin in our water, in our drinking water? How else are they gonna control the population? Keep in mind, the lower the cholesterol you have, the less cognition you have, the less testosterone you have. I got my new blood pressure. Ours was over 6 years old. The readings aren't the same. Remind people to check their blood pressure, monitor against their doctors, or just buy a new one. Incredible. Which one did you get? I'm using the watch one actually. I like it. I like the watch one. Why in water? They want to control everybody. It's all about control. Can you help explain how B1 and niacin help clear arteries and how much of each is best? Go watch my video on YouTube, please. I did a whole video about a couple weeks ago about vitamin B1 and niacin. Some controversy over niacin now. Don't believe it, but they're lying. They've been after niacin for the past 64 years. Niacin has an 84-year-old history of actually controlling lipids. Protein shakes and bar are no good, right? No, they're not. I would stay away from them as much as possible, especially if you're thinking of increasing your protein intake, Skipman. Just gonna keep an eye on your ACR and your GFR levels for your kidneys. Black seed oil is bullshit. Why would you want to take omega-6 in your diet, in your body? You're gonna throw off your inflammatory reaction. I have aqua through reverse osmosis filter under my sink, and make sure you're adding some minerals after, right? Don't forget to add some good minerals with that water so you can mineralize it. Wow, I've been talking to you guys for like an hour and a half non-stop. What about argan oil? I haven't really tested. I don't really like to talk about things that I haven't really fully tested myself to see how well it works. I drank protein shakes and bars all my life. I'm stopping them this year. You should. 2025, stop them, seriously. Eat healthy food, man. Way better than taking bars, processed bars and processed whey. Seriously. What helps to keep our homocysteine level low? TMG, trimethylglycine, B12 or methylfolate with B6 for better absorption. I bought an Omron Gold from Amazon for $80. That's not bad. That's pretty good price actually. That's really good. I like the Omron products. Currently taking citrus bergamot. Should I? Citrus bergamot is good. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks before you start to see a difference. Do you have a subscription meat company you'd recommend? I don't. I buy my meat here locally from a farmer that I've known for 10 years. He actually grows yak. And I've been eating yak for the past 10 years. Yak meat is very similar to beef, just has a little bit better flavor. Best herb for kidneys, Chanca piedra. ACV has helped my breathing as well. How much should I take daily? Before every single meal, 3 times a day would be ideal. Berberine helps diabetes. Yes, it makes you more insulin sensitive. Um, Maybe next year I'm gonna try to get my own yak or my own cow to actually try to grow some. And I'll butcher it by the end of the season. We'll have a big feast. I'll send some meat to Blaine if it doesn't go bad in the shipping. I do believe in the iodine that actually decalcifies the pineal gland. You need to take 12.5 milligrams. But as a start, for the first 5 days, you have to overload of 25 milligrams and drop it down to 12.5. I would use the Lugol's if that's the ones you're thinking of. Our pineal gland is very, very important. I should maybe do a video on that. Have you ever dealt with Palo Santo essential oil? If I wear some going to sleep, I have very vivid, realistic dreams, not those kind. Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm gonna look into that. When should one take berberine? Before meal? I would take it with the meal. Berberine suppressed my appetite, lose weight without intent to. It's very strong and it works really good. Yes, I use Dexodine. I'll try Lugol's. Was on statin because I had a calcium score around 100, liver enzyme spike, so I stopped taking and started the citrus bergamot. Keep in mind, when you take statin, one of the side effects of statin, you're going to see an increase on your CAC score because it hardens soft plaque as well. Are kelp supplement okay for iodine? Yes. Yeah, they are good as well too, for sure, 100%. Yes, that would be great video about the pineal gland. Maybe you guys send me a direct message because I can't really type on my phone. Send me a direct message so I can make a video on the pineal gland. Maybe we'll go a little bit more in specific. How much minerals should I add for 1 liter of water? Well, technically, if you have the oxytrace minerals and you're doing the 40 drops per 1 cup of water, every 40 drops will give you 200 milligrams. So 1 liter, I would go 40, 80, 160 drops. But you would have to be sip on it all day long. You can't just take it all at once, or else you'll have like a soft stool effect, which is you don't want that. I'm gonna see if I can put a note here. Let's go here. Make video on pineal gland. Iodine to calcify. Is unfortified nutritional yeast good to use for topping? You can use it for toppings, nothing wrong with it. I don't like it myself. Could you make a video on soft or hard plaque on TikTok? I've done one, and if you go to my YouTube channel, you can watch it. Does donating blood lower blood pressure in any way? Um, Not really. Not really. Donating blood is gonna actually lower your iron if your iron is too high. It's gonna take a little bit stress off the heart if there's too much red blood cells flowing, but it has nothing to do with the blood pressure. Blood pressure is a deficiency of your magnesium, vitamin D, and homocysteine. Could you make a video, send you a DM as well? Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, so blood pressure has nothing to do with donating blood. You might maybe feel better because there isn't that much pressure, but once your body regulates the blood, then it's gonna be back to normal. So three deficiencies: magnesium, vitamin D, homocysteine. That's you guys' answer for blood pressure tonight. That's your secret answer that I shouldn't really share it with you guys because a lot of you guys are gonna start to go out and start doing all three, but you're gonna miss the main point. Happy New Year's, Jazz. What's the best way to quit smoking? I have no clue. What's the best way to quit smoking? Smoking is is packed of chemicals. So it's the chemical that's actually causing the addiction. So if we actually detoxify the addictions from your kidneys and liver by taking taurine and vitamin C, then possibly it could help with the quitting smoking. Well, 100%. I need some water now. I've been talking too much for the past almost 2 hours. Nicotine patches? No. Nicotine has nothing to do with addiction of smoking. It's all bullshit. They bullshit everyone. They tell you that it's nicotine. Nicotine has nothing. Keep in mind, we get nicotine from our food. We have nicotine sensors in our bodies. Nicotine is what activates our brain so we can actually think properly. They actually lied to everyone. They said that it's nicotine. So that's why the nicotine patches never work. Is thickening of the fibrous cap is the same as increasing calcifications? Yes. Then it is the pyrozins in tobacco. It's actually the chemicals they use in tobacco and in cigarettes that actually makes a person want more. It's the same thing. They use that same material with other food items. So you constantly want to eat or want to smoke. But nicotine has nothing to do with it. If I can get some good quality nicotine, I would actually consume about 5 milligrams daily. Would be ideal for your brain, for your cognition. How much zinc to take? You should take about, probably, it depends on the issue, about 30 grams. Not 30 grams, 30 milligrams of zinc. But make sure you're taking copper on a different timing. How much D should I take in winter? Yeah, so in the winter time, you want to take 1500 IU per 25 pound of body weight. In the summertime, you take 1000 IU per 25 pound of body weight. Okay, my throat is very, very dry. I need to get some water because I've been talking for too long. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna call it a night, guys, but I'm gonna try to come back. I have to do this, at least talk to you guys at least 3 times a week if possible. because I know a lot of you guys been sending me message, where have you been, where have you disappeared? I'm still around, just been quite busy. But if you guys get a chance to join my community, would be great. I'll definitely come back again. I'll see if I can come back possibly tomorrow or the day after. We can spend some more time and talk. Tomorrow I might be busy because I'm trying to actually finish a video for YouTube, but I'll try my best. In the meantime, I gotta go take some NAC. Andrew, just so dry here in Calgary, seriously, and especially at night when the heat turns on, makes the atmosphere very, very dry. When I was up in my cabin, because I use a wood stove, it's like nice and moist. Here it's so freaking dry. You guys have a nice evening. Happy New Year's. Let's start this year on the right step, by being healthy and stuff and eliminate anything that is heavily processed. In the meantime, you guys take care. Have a nice evening, and we'll chat probably with you guys tomorrow if I could. Good night, guys. Cheers, Kipman. Thank you. And Blaine, have a nice evening. Steven, you guys all take care.